So we're here at New Douglas Park as Accies take on Queen of the South in the Championship. Stuart Taylor has not changed the team from the last week's pumping of Partick Thistle, so it remains the same lineup. Few changes to the bench though. Kai Kennedy drops out, partly picked up an injury midweek, so without him as an option off the bench. But most importantly, it's good that he's keeping consistency in that team, given how well they performed last week, and hopefully that will give the players a boost as well. If you watched our preview, you would have heard me saying that I expected us to make one or two small changes, as did Brandon. Brandon expected him to change the lineup, but they didn't. He stuck with it, and that is good. I think Accies will win 1-0, and Brandon predicted a 2-2 draw. We did both say though, if he keeps the same team, that could alter our predictions a little bit, so I'm sticking with the 1-0 win. I'm confident we'll get it. Confident ahead of today. Obviously last week's performance makes a big difference to your confidence pumping part. That's why I'm still predicting Accies to pick up those very, very important 3 points that can hopefully pull us away from that bottom. And as we said in the preview, if we win this, we think we're pretty comfortable. If we win this game, we think that pretty much secures us for safety. Not mathematically, but I can't see that other teams below us picking up more points than us from here on out. So let's hope we get this win and we can pull away from the bottom. Accies nil, Queen of the South nil. Accies probably lucky not to be 1-0 down. Innes Cameron had a shot from the inside of the box, easily held by Ryan Fulton, but it could easily have been 1-0. Accies have dominated the play, not really had any clear-cut chances, but dealing with everything Queen of the South really have to bring to us, and it's been dominant Accies in terms of possession, playing the nicer football, but as I said, no clear-cut chances really to report other than Innes Cameron's shot, so haven't quite done enough themselves to the lead yet. So and just I say that, a combination of Easton and Moyle nearly get us the goal to go in front, but it's still Accies now, Queen of the South now. The game has just got a lot harder for Queen of the South. They just had a man sent off just before half time. First time was a really rough tackle on Andy Ryan, rightly booked, and probably lucky not to get a straight red. Then Andy Winter's tussling with him. He's got by him and he's pulled him down when he's going through on goal. So it's a second yellow. Queen of the South are now down to 10 men for the second time we played them this season as well. So let's hope we can capitalise and get the same result we got last time they were a man down, which was 3-0, where we scored a goal of the season contender. So I'll take that. And just before half time as well, that could be very crucial. It's half time and Accies nil, Queen of the South nil. A man sent off, obviously, you've just seen. So Accies do have the man advantage, but we've got the majority of the possession, but it's slow and it's sidewards, you know, nobody's really taking a risk going forward. I think the front three haven't stood out as much as they did last week. Andy Ryan and Winter and Moyo all struggling to get into this game. But Queen of the South do look dangerous from the counter-attack, you know, when we lose the ball in midfield, or you know, if we lose it when we whip a ball into the box, they're quick to the counter. You know, and there's once or twice where they've caught us and they've caused us problems, so the game's definitely not over with. I'm hoping with the man advantage that we can put more of a stamp on this game in the second half. We can start to dictate the tempo, but it's not sitting that way at the moment. So I'm hoping in the second half we can put more of a stamp on it. I would like to see the likes of Ellis Brown, Lewis Smith come on maybe, just to, you know, we've got the majority of the possession, just to take a man on and try, you know, take a risk going forward. That's what we're not doing, so hopefully we can see those changes, because I think we need to liven it up a wee bit going forward. So let's hope we can make use of that man advantage in the second half and start to build on that more. Just as we're starting to get a little nervous, Andy Winter puts us 1-0 ahead. It's a brilliant ball from Daniel O'Reilly, slits right through the defence. Andy Winter picks up on it, cuts inside his right foot, drops the defender, and then just pats it into the back of the net. Settles the nerves for Accies here, just as we're about to make a change as well, and Accies go 1-0 ahead. Get in! Going into the last 10 minutes and it's still Accies 1, Queen of the South nil. It's been a fairly eventful in the second half since we got that goal. Chances for both sides. Accies still dominating the play, I would say, and pushing Queen of the South up deep, but it's not as if Queen of the South are without their chances, and they've still got a chance to come into this game in the last 10 minutes. Looks like we kept with a back five and Josh Mullins came on as right wing back, so I'm interested to see in the last 10 minutes what he can do, but there's no saying Queen of the South can't get another goal and get back into this. We know what Accies are like, so let's hope we stay strong in it. be quite happy for it to end 1-0 now.
Everybody's Party Thistle 2, McQuillan 0, Kilmarnock 2, Party Thistle 1, and Morton 1, Ayr 1.
Full time, Accies 1, Queen of the South 0. Definitely not our best performance, but most importantly, it's the 3 points. A great goal from Andy. I don't know how much you heard from the video, but Daniel Riley plays a brilliant ball, cuts right through the middle of the Queen of the South defence, and Andy Winter just drops the shoulder, cuts in on his right foot, sends the defender for a hot dog, and then passes it into the back of the net. So a really nice composed finish. But no, listen, like I said, not our best performance by any stretch. We didn't really threaten the keeper until late on in that second half. We did get caught in the counter quite a few times, but we did manage to deal with it 9 times out of 10. There was a few shaky moments kind of get into the last 5-10 minutes from Queen of the South when they really started to push on. But I thought ultimately we held our own pretty well, but we just didn't play great. But as I said, the most important thing is getting those 3 points. It opens up a really nice gap between us and the bottom two, and I think we're 7 or 8 points clear from that bottom. And we're only 7 points behind the playoff places as well. So, you know, there's every opportunity we can push up into that. I spoke to a few fans after the game who believe that they will finish in those playoff positions. I don't quite think that myself, but, you know, it's no saying that it's not possible. Got the opportunity to speak to Stan after the game, which you'll hear in a second. Before we get to that though, we will be doing our Twitter Spaces again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So join in the discussion on there, get your opinions heard, hear other Accies fans' opinions on the game, on contracts, on Stan, on everything Accies related. So join us, you can click the link below, it takes you to our Twitter, follow us there, and you'll get notified when we go live on Twitter Spaces tomorrow night. Thank you once again for watching. I'll hand you now over to what Stan had to say in the press.
We spoke about how it's going to be a tough game. You know, they're fighting for their lives, and you know, we watched a few of their games in terms of how they do and try and play football, which credit to them and where they are and at this moment in time, and they look to go and try and move the ball about really well. So with them playing the 5 at the back as well, it was really important that we showed a little bit of patience as well, but moved the ball really quickly, and I think it took to the second half, I think maybe until we got a first shot on target, which isn't like us, but sometimes you get credit, and credit's due, and they defended really well. Our goal came around, I thought it was great movement, again comes from a couple of switches and patience, where we got Chucky out in a good area, which opened up for Dan to go and play a fantastic ball in behind for Andy. His touch was unbelievable, you know, to go on, showed great composure, and it's a great finish. So delighted for it. I thought it was a shocking tackle. We all thought it was a straight red, and we were very surprised he stayed in the pitch. But look, it is what it is. It's not us to go and comment too much on referees' decisions and stuff like that. But I think maybe it was shown to be the right decision. Obviously, with second booking, which again, you know, we're going through on the attack, and it's a deliberate professional foul, which you'd be happy with if you weren't booked, you know, to go and stop that attack. But I just thought, you know, from our point of view, and when we came in at half time and what we had to go and do, you know, it was a really professional performance. Just keep at it, keep moving the ball from side to side, but doing it quicker, and you know, things will open up, and that's where the goal came around. So credit to the lads, I thought they were brilliant. We've always said that we look after ourselves and make sure that we can really get better every single week, and that's something that we've always done. Believe in what we're doing, believe in what we're doing, and keep at it, keep working hard, and just make sure we look after ourselves. And yeah, it was nice to see the other results going away, but it was good for us to go and get another win.
Quite simply, that was a deserved win, wasn't it? The Millstone goal.
I think so. As much as, you know, credit's due, I thought Queen of the South worked really hard, and I thought they defended really well. The important thing was that I spoke about being relentless, being ruthless, and I thought we showed that relentless bit on our side, where we, you know, kept wave after attack, and we kept going with it, and we showed that the belief that an opportunity will come up, and when we take that, we need to be ruthless and score the goal, and we did. So second half was really important, how we went about our job, and we did it. Well, the lads did it perfectly well.
Unchanged lineup from last week. How important is keeping that consistency in the team, especially after a good performance?
I think we've went a couple of times. We've went, you know, the same players and the same formation. Sometimes we haven't got the right result we're looking for after it, but I always say, keep your jersey, grab your jersey, keep a hold of it. Last week, you go and win 4-0, you tick all the boxes, you score goals, you create chances, you keep a clean sheet. You don't need to change anything. I don't believe in if it's not broken, don't change it. And it certainly wasn't broken last week. But we've had a few scenarios this season where things haven't been broken, so why change it? And unfortunately, we've not got probably the right result at the end of it. But it's a bigger picture. It's exactly what we're looking for over a longer period of time. I don't believe in short-term fixes. And I think today it was great for me to go and quash that record, if you want to call it. It's sitting there, and it ticks another box for the lads, and proves a wee point or whatever it is. People want to go and look at it that way. But we're here to get better, we're here to improve ourselves, and we'll keep working hard and trying our best.
We spoke from the outside looking in about how it seems John Rankin's made a big difference as he's come in. How important has he been to getting the side to where you wanted to be at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's really important, the backroom team staff. It's been massive at any football club, and I've known Ranks for quite a few years, and he fits in exactly what I like and what I'm looking for and what I feel is the right thing to go and do. He's been brilliant since he's come in. Potts has been excellent as well, and the backroom team staff all the way through, Aaron and an analyst, and Rudy in the sports science, and Esteban and Elliot in the physio department. It really is a team thing. But it's making sure that whatever it is we're trying to do fits into the group of players that we've got. And I think, yes, in answer to the question, Ranks has been brilliant. It shows everybody else, and what we want to create here. And I spoke about changing the culture, and that's a group thing, and if we make a mistake, we all make a mistake, and if we win, we all win, and we all do great. And it's just making sure that we have that team camaraderie with the players, with the staff, and that's the most important thing. But can we go and build that with the supporters as well? For me, I've said it before when I came in, and not go over it too much, but we represent Hamilton as an area. We're not just a football club. We want to have the community here as well, and we want people turning out in the numbers and getting behind the lads. And for me, the biggest thing at a football club is the supporters and the players and the football club all in it together. And I'm wanting that to happen here, and I want it to grow and get stronger and stronger. Yeah, we're going to have bad days. Yeah, it's going to happen, but we stick together through it, and we make sure we all come out at the end together.